What's up everyone, and welcome back to Nexus. People are always trying to make out that everybody's favorite shows when they were younger actually have deep, sinister meanings, but how many of them actually do? Watch this video to find out 10 secrets you didn't know about kids' TV shows. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get new content similar to this every day. Also, make sure to comment down below if you knew any of these secrets. And for this video, let's see if we can get the golden like button, which is 1,000 likes, so make sure to drop a like down below. Number 10. Popular cartoon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a franchise that has been super successful over the years. It was originally based on a comic book. But did you know that in the original comics, all the turtles wore red bandanas? It was changed in the show so that only Raphael was red, while Leonardo became blue, Michelangelo became orange, and Donatello became purple, so that they were easier to tell apart. Number 9. Sesame Street is the longest running PBS Kids show, and the second longest running PBS Kids show is Arthur. Arthur is actually the longest running children's animated television series ever, having begun in 1996 and still continuing to this day. While that in itself is interesting, a secret you might not have picked up on when you were younger are the hints that Arthur and Francine are destined to get married to each other. Who knows if they'll ever do a flash forward episode to show the truth. Number 8. This secret is about Rugrats, but no, it isn't that old conspiracy theory that they're all figments of Angelica's crazed imagination. This one is actually true. All the Rugrats babies were actually voiced by women. It's crazy to think that, given that half of them are boys, and who knows the reason why. Maybe because male adult voice actors just have voices way too deep to be convincingly play babies and toddlers. Then again, a lot of the stuff the Rugrats got up to was never really convincingly childlike. Number 7. Not necessarily a kids show, but probably still something everybody watched when they were younger is The Simpsons. It's another fact about a show's voice cast, but The Simpsons only has a half a dozen main voice actors who voice all the characters. Who would have guessed that Homer, Krusty the Clown, and Groundskeeper Willie were all voiced by the same person, Dan Castellaneta. And Nancy Cartwright is the voice for not just Bart and Maggie, but also Ralph, Nelson, and both Todd and Rod Flanders. It's a small world. Number 6. The Cookie Monster is everyone's favorite Sesame Street character, mainly because everyone likes eating cookies. But did you know that this creature's name was actually Sid? This was revealed in a song in 2004, where he declared that before he ate his first cookie, he thought that's what his name was. It's maybe a little creepy that an insatiable appetite for cookies can wipe someone of their entire identity, but no doubt the creators of the Muppets didn't think that deeply into it. Number 5. Another Sesame Street fact is one about the character Big Bird. Despite being a fictional 8-foot-tall yellow canary, Big Bird was actually named a living legend by the US Library of Congress 17 years ago. But did you know that the Big Bird costume doesn't have any opening to see out of? Even today, the actor within sees VS screen strapped to their chest, giving them a direct camera feed. This rig was nicknamed by the cast and crew the electronic bra. When no video feed is available, a hole is made in the suit. So if you ever see Big Bird sometimes wearing a necktie, that's the reason why, to hide the hole. Number 4. Barney the Dinosaur is something that just won't go away. Originally, Barney and Friends aired from 1992 all the way to 2009, and then reruns continued in its place. But the series is actually set to be revived this year. That's not what puts Barney onto this list though. Did you know that originally the iconic Tyrannosaurus Rex was actually supposed to be a bear? I guess getting taught educational lessons by a bear just isn't as fun as getting taught to them by a dinosaur, especially when the kids already had Winnie the Pooh to do that for them. Number 3. Stratford-upon-Avon in England is where world-famous writer William Shakespeare was born, and it's also where every episode of Teletubbies was filmed. It's remarkable that they didn't just build a studio with a sunny green screen, because they could only film when the weather was great. And you have to think that that must have been cheaper than renting the farmer's field. To top that off, did you also know that Tinky Winky was 8 feet tall? Let the thought of that fuel your nightmares for days. Number 2. Everyone knows that the grown-up animators and writers of kid shows probably get bored, and they like to weave in jokes that the adults forced to watch with their kids will understand in order to keep things interesting. But one joke from Rocko's Modern Life was seen to be just too far. Too far, in fact, that it had to be changed after the first 2 seasons because people were offended. The offending joke was the restaurant being called Choky Chicken. In case you didn't know, choking the chicken is a euphemism for male touching himself. So you can see why it had to be changed. Number 1. Another problematic restaurant name comes from SpongeBob SquarePants. Krusty Krab might not sound too appetizing after all. Who wants their burger to be crusty? But have you ever wondered the real reason nobody goes into the chum bucket? That's because the word chum is both the name of a kind of salmon and a nickname given to a fish lure. So it's kind of like plankton is luring fish in to feed them other fish. Now you can see why it's so unsuccessful. It's a cannibal food joint. That was our list of the 10 secrets you didn't know about kids' TV shows. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss a video in the future. And hit the like button too so we can hit the golden like of 1,000. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace!